Train the muscles, not the joints. Okay, I'm gonna go to the post office. I gotta get a tripod for this thing so I don't have to hold the camera right up my nose every time I want to take you guys on a ride somewhere. So, yeah, follow me along. Here I am. Gonna be going to the post office. Yay! Isn't that exciting? Wow. That was hilarious. That was weird. That guy was parked outside the parking lines there, but he got extremely mad because I was just videotaping the fact that he was outside the lines. And yeah, he was obviously going through a lot of stress right now, like going through a massive amount of stress or something. I even asked him, I said, man, are you going through a lot of stress right now? Because you're really freaking out here for a very small reason. I was just filming my experience of somebody parking in the parking spot outside the lines. He just had a total meltdown. He was just like absolutely going insane. So I don't know whether it's a full moon thing or not, because I know it's not full moon, but there must be some serious weird messed up astrology going on right now, because this guy just was like, he was going crazy. I don't know whether he just got back from well, I don't know what he was doing, but the bottom line is something major is going on in this guy's life. And I think that wow, I think that parking spot, just him parking outside the lines, was like a reflection of it or something. So if you guys are going through some stress, hey, just take a moment, just take a breath, just let it go. Just let it go, man. Just let it go. It's not worth it hanging on to that stress. This guy's gonna die of a heart attack in 5 years if he keeps at this rate. It's crazy, man. I was like... Well, okay, here we are. Just gonna go into the sushi place here. It's called Katami Sushi. So I've been here once or twice before. It's a little expensive. It's kind of the only sushi place in Harrison Hot Springs, but the sushi's actually pretty good, surprisingly. I don't know if they're open though. I'm gonna find out if they're open. Hopefully they're open, because I'm kind of hungry, but we'll see. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna take you in here so you'll have an idea of where to eat if you're gonna eat sushi in my neighborhood anyway. And that's that. Welcome to my neighborhood. This is the way it is. Everything closes, right? Yeah, I don't know why they're closed. It's like Friday, but I guess they're just opening for evening or for dinner or something. So yeah, if you're coming here on a Friday at around 1 o'clock or something, or 2, don't, because they're only open for evenings, I guess. So yeah, here I am at Harrison. I'm just at the beach. I decided just to go get a sandwich somewhere. This is not typically on my diet, but of course, I'm not in a total hardcore cut right now. So eating something is far better than not eating anything at all. So if you ever do come to Harrison, make sure you pay for parking, because on the beach now, from June 15th onwards or whatever till, I don't know, I think the end of August or something, you got to pay for parking. So I'm still getting used to this, adjusting things all the time. Hey, I'm still getting used to adjusting the camera. So anyway, yeah, I just got this Gorilla Pod here, so it makes it a little bit easier for you guys to see me. Anyway, I'm going to show you the beach here, just so you can kind of get a look. As you can see, it's a pretty nice place to live, right? So, but yeah, no, pretty nice place to live. So if you go up the roads and stuff like that, there's other lakes and things and other places to go see. So I just come here. This is the strip anyway. This is kind of where the touristy kind of section is. Unfortunately, this is the only place where there's any restaurants. So here I am. All right, let's go get something to eat. Hey, how are you, man? You know, I had the duck breast before. I think I had that.
That one's really good too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the duck breast one.
Duck breast?
And that's a different chicken breast, but I'll try the duck breast. The salad's good. So here's that sandwich. As you can see, it is bread, but I don't really eat a lot of bread and stuff, but because there wasn't anything else available, eating is more important than not eating. So that's the point, right? When you're trying to gain muscle and stuff like that, sometimes you don't have the options, but you don't want to starve yourself just because you're not eating the perfect food, right? You want to make sure you're still getting some protein and carbs in. So that's what I'm doing. This is duck breast. This is duck breast sandwich, so something different. So sometimes it is good to change your protein sources up too. And in case you're wondering, that was at Muddy Waters again, and Muddy Waters has some really good food. They don't only have good coffee, but they actually have some really good food. So if you ever come to Harrison, that's one of the good places to eat at, actually. Yeah, that was a good duck breast sandwich. I don't usually have bread because bread is really nourishing in some way. I mean, but at the same time, it really does spike the blood sugar quite a bit. So you want to make sure you're not spiking the blood sugar a lot if you want to maintain a low body fat level, along with you know, building muscle and all that kind of stuff. It all boils down to that whole insulin sensitivity thing. So doing it once in a while is fine, but if I eat too much bread and stuff, then it'll just mess me up and I won't really get much results from my training. So I notice when I stay to a more stable blood sugar type situation, that I get better results from my training. I get better pumps when I'm in the gym and stuff like that. So yeah, when you do the high glycemic index stuff, it's also good, but you want to do it around your workout mostly. And if you do high glycemic type carbs and stuff, it's good to carb up. Say you're flattened out and stuff like that and you want to carb up really quick, then high glycemic carbs are a better way to do it, or a faster way. But you don't want to be doing it all the time, because once you fill up of carbs, once your body's filled with carbohydrates, like the muscles already have as much glycogen as they can store, then the body starts to store that extra glycogen as body fat. At least that's the way I orient my mind around this whole nutrition thing. And that's usually what's happened to me if I've depleted for a few days. Because somebody asked me about carb backloading the other day. And the whole point of carb backloading is that when you empty out the balloons, you empty out the muscles of glycogen, that somehow there is all this storage capacity for carbs. So then one day you can actually have a huge carb day and fill up, and you won't store any body fat. And then you can get back to your training and do low carb again. And basically what happens, the basic premise is that by doing a high calorie day, that you trick the metabolism into staying fast instead of the metabolism down regulating because of low calories all the time in your diet. Now, I don't even know if there's really a scientific reason that works or not, besides the fact that you're just taking in a certain amount of macros every week, and you're not taking in so much carbohydrates or so much energy food. So whenever you're below a certain threshold, you won't store body fat. So it's just a way, I think, another way to orient your mind around how to stick to some sort of regime. So I think there's a number of different ways to do this, but ultimately you can feel when you're really filled up and pumped and stuff. You can feel when you start to spill over. You can feel when you start getting sleepy and tired, and you can feel also when you've just eaten so much stuff that you're just stuffed all the time. There's a certain experience, like different foods will give you a different experience of stuffed, I've noticed. If I eat a lot of carbohydrates or a lot of fat and carbs together, I'll have a different type of full feeling than if I'm eating just chicken and rice and filling up on that, or just tuna and rice, or say I'm having just avocados and steak or something, and chicken and fish. If I'm having fat and protein together, or carbs and protein together, I've noticed there's a different experience of fullness than there is when you're mixing all these different types of foods and sugars and stuff together. So once you get a feel for these different experiences of fullness in your stomach, you can actually follow that as your guide in when you are eating the wrong foods or not for you. That's what I do anyway. That's what I found. So the feeling starts to teach you instead of the template, but at first you got to start with a template in order to get connected to the feeling, right? So that's basically how I've wrapped my mind around all this stuff. That concludes the beach visit. So yeah, I'm gonna go back home, do a little bit of editing. I'm working on a new music track right now. So this music track's actually pretty good, but it's more, honestly, it came out more like a vlogging track than, well, maybe it'll be ready for this video. Maybe I'll be able to put it up by the time I put this video up. So I just gotta master it a little bit and clear it up, and I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna make another track again. So I gotta get my button gear, make some more music tracks for my new album coming out in a month. So I gotta get that down. Plus I enjoy making videos, but honestly, making the music makes it more interesting for me, because if I just always just make video footage, it's just not quite as fun for me if I'm just doing it without doing music. Music is half the fun. Honestly, music is probably 90% of the fun for me. So yeah, that's what makes this stuff more into an art for me. So thanks for supporting it. I'm using this Iams cat food because that's supposed to be good for them. I don't know. don't know if you guys have ideas of better cat food, let me know. But I think this stuff's pretty good. They seem to like it a lot. We bought this Bargain brand cat food for a while there, and I guess it wasn't helping their gains. I guess the cat gains weren't coming, so they weren't eating it. Turn this puppy down to low so I don't burn them. Don't burn the breasts, man. You don't want to burn the breasts. Keep that on low just to keep from burning it. Hot sauce on there, and yeah, there we go. Now I'm ready, right? So now I got my stuff cooked. So I cook about 10 chicken breasts at a time. Sometimes I cook more actually, but I don't like to have stuff in the fridge for too long, so that's why I do 10 at a time. So sometimes I run out and then I have to have one of those emergency meals, but that doesn't happen too often. Maybe I needed more duck breast in my life. That might have been what happened.